GitHub Copilot just went generally available, with a mode that writes code while you're asleep. No prompts, no babysitting. It opens its own pull request when it's finished. This is not autocomplete anymore. Copilot Workspace is now a fully autonomous agent that reasons across your whole repo. 3 new modes just shipped, and the catch that changes the entire math is waiting at the end. So let me show you what actually shipped, because it's bigger than the headline. Copilot Workspace left beta and hit general availability. GitHub announced it at Microsoft Build, and it is not a chat box bolted onto the side of your editor. It is a full agentic programming environment. Here's how it runs. You hand it one scope task, a bug, a small feature, a refactor. It reads your entire repository, not a single open file, the whole codebase top to bottom. Then it proposes edits across many files at once. It runs your test suite, it reads the results, and when something fails, it fixes its own mistake and tries again. That loop, edit, test, interpret, retry, that was your job, the thing you did by hand all day. Now it's a setting you flip on, and that's just the foundation, the grunt work of coding, the part that quietly eats your whole afternoon, just turned into something you can hand off and walk away from. The 3 new modes are where it gets serious. Mode 1 is Fleet Mode. The Copilot CLI now runs autonomously on narrow, well-defined tasks, without stopping to ask you to confirm every single step. You scope it once, it executes the whole thing. No clicking approve 40 times while you watch a progress bar. Think about what that actually changes. You pointed at a tedious migration. Rename this across 200 files, update the imports, fix the broken tests. Old way, you babysit every edit. Fleet way, you walk away and it grinds through the list. Or point it at your flaky test suite. It runs the tests, finds the ones that fail, traces each one, patches them, and runs the whole thing again to confirm. You come back to green. If you have ever sat there hitting yes, yes, yes through an agent run, you already feel how big this is. But Fleet still needs you nearby. The next mode does not. Mode 2 is Autopilot mode. This is the while you sleep part, and it's the one people are going to feel first. Autopilot schedules Copilot to grind on background tasks. It acts on one bounded issue with no developer present at all. Picture: you file a ticket at 6 in the evening. Fix this flaky test, add this endpoint, patch this dependency. You assign it to Autopilot. You close your laptop and go to dinner. While you're gone, it reads the repo, writes the change, runs the tests, and stages a pull request. You wake up to finished work. The machine quietly pulled the night shift. No human in the chair. The boring, bounded tickets, the dependency bumps, the small fixes, the tedious cleanups, those can run overnight, in a queue while you focus on the hard design work that actually needs a human brain. Mode 3 is Copilot Extensions. This is the one that's easy to miss, and it might be the most important. Now the agent can reach outside your code. Jira, Datadog, ServiceNow, you call those integrations from inside a single workspace session. So the agent isn't just editing files in a vacuum. It can pull the actual ticket from Jira, it can read the error spike in Datadog, it can see the open incident in ServiceNow, and then go fix the code that caused it. That's an agent with context, not just a code generator. That's the jump. An agent that only sees your files is a fancy autocomplete. An agent that sees your tickets, your dashboards, and your incidents is starting to look like an actual engineer. And here's the beat that genuinely caught me off guard. Workspace automatically versions the context and the history of every change the agent makes. So the moment it's done, you create a pull request in a single click. One click. Walk that path again. You start with a plain English issue. The agent turns it into multi-file edits. Those edits pass your tests, and it lands as a real reviewable PR, without you ever leaving the session. Idea to pull request, basically untouched by human hands. That's the whole point. The friction between having an idea and having a reviewable change just collapsed to a single click. Now before the catch, here's where most builders are just flat wrong about Copilot. You'd assume it's still that little autocomplete ghost in your editor, the gray text that finishes the line you started typing. That is the old Copilot. It is not this. This Copilot runs completely unattended. It opens its own pull requests. It wires into your incident tools. And for enterprise teams, it is about to commit entire feature branches on its own. The mental model you've been carrying, Copilot suggests, and you decide, is already out of date. The thing now does the deciding, inside the box you scoped for it. That reframes the whole tool. Once you really absorb that, you start using it completely differently. You stop typing, and you start delegating. So what does all of this actually unlock for you specifically? 4 concrete things. 1. You can delegate a bounded issue overnight and let Autopilot close it out while you sleep. 2. You can run multi-step CLI tasks without babysitting because Fleet finally stops asking permission. 3. You can wire Jira, Datadog, or ServiceNow straight into the agent's reach, so it acts on real signals. And 4. You get a one-click pull request straight out of an agent session. Put those together, and it isn't a smarter autocomplete. It's a junior teammate who never sleeps, never gets bored, and never forgets to run the tests. Let me flag the one mode nobody can actually touch yet, so you don't go looking for it. Starting around July, GitHub Copilot Enterprise customers can switch on autonomous agent mode. In that mode, the platform writes, tests, and commits whole feature branches, start to finish, by itself. Read that again. Not a suggestion, not a draft PR. A committed branch. That one is not shipping yet. It's announced, and it's rolling out to Enterprise next. But it tells you exactly where every one of these tools is pointed. The draft PR agent now is the commit the branch agent in a couple of months. Okay, here's the catch I promised you back in the hook, the part that quietly changes the math on all of this. As of the 1st of June, Copilot finished its shift to usage-based billing. Every suggestion, every chat, every review now burns credits against a monthly budget. And here's the problem. These new agents do not make one tidy little suggestion. They run loops, edit, test, retry, dozens of times, unattended, all night. Code review even eats GitHub Actions minutes on top of the credits. So think it through. Works while you sleep also means it meters while you sleep. An agent stuck in a retry loop at 3 in the morning is not free. It is a bill quietly stacking up while you dream about shipping. Autonomy plus a usage meter is a combination you have to watch. So set a budget, watch your dashboard, and cap how long an unattended run is allowed to spin before it stops and pings you. The teams that get burned here are the ones who turn this on and forget to put a ceiling on it. And one more honest thing, because credibility matters here. Unattended does not mean unsupervised. These agents open pull requests. They do not merge them for you. A human still reviews before any of that code touches your main branch, which is exactly the right call. You really do not want a fully autonomous agent shipping straight to production at 3 in the morning with nobody watching the diff. The human moved up, but the human did not leave. But step back for 1 second, because the direction is unmistakable. The unit of work is shifting. It is moving from a line you accept to an issue you delegate. Copilot used to help you type faster. Now it runs the entire loop you used to run by hand. Read the repo, change the files, run the tests, open the PR. So your job just moved up a level. You're not the one writing every line anymore. You're the one reviewing the agent that wrote them. That is a different skill. Reading code fast, spotting the subtle bug the tests missed, knowing when the agent confidently did the wrong thing, that's the job now. The people who practice it are about to be a lot more productive than the people who don't. The builders who win the next year are the ones who get good at directing these things fast. So the real question isn't whether Copilot can build a whole feature alone. It just proved that it can. The real question is what you build next. Subscribe to BuildBeat. We turn every AI tool that just dropped into something you can actually ship.